On the UK front, there is also some complexity around domicile. That's often can be misunderstood by people who have been out of the UK for a long time.
Yes.
How do you see UK domicile and UK estate planning kind of catching people out, I guess, in the region?
Well, it does, and people confuse domicile, the concept of domicile, with residence, and often domicile is overlooked because a UK citizen, a UK non-resident citizen is not taxed on their income unless it is UK sourced income, right? So people often think that if they've been outside the UK for a long time, they don't have any tax exposures. But domicile is a far more sort of far-reaching concept. It's less well defined than residence in law, but it basically is where your long-term home is, and it follows you wherever you go. So your domicile is basically follows your parents' domicile when you were born. So if you were born to UK parents, and then doesn't matter, you might have lived outside the UK for 30 years. If you haven't done anything to shake off that, what we call domicile of origin, then you do have some tax exposures, and the primary one is estate tax, inheritance tax. You can be taxable on your worldwide estate if you pass away as a UK domicile. So we do get quite a lot of inquiries about that when people realise that they have this exposure. And there are things that you can do if you consider that you no longer really have that UK domicile. If you've given up your attachments to the UK in favour of another jurisdiction. But it needs to be documented. It needs to be properly documented so that when you do pass away, there's something that speaks for you after your death. So those kind of clients, we often work with lawyers to help them to make that case for having broken their UK domicile and acquired a new one somewhere else. And then you have that document that goes alongside the will, which helps to make that case after they've passed away.